Hey y'all, this is Jessica from Bless Your Heart. Let's do a Tack It Peekaboo Tumbler today. I have this cup from my stash. I've had it for years. I have absolutely no idea where I got it from. I'm going to place this flourish design all around the cup, and I did cut it out on Oramask stencil vinyl, and this pattern comes from Creative Fabrica. I'm just going to go one by one and press this all around the cup until I'm happy with what it looks like. After I'm happy with all those placements, I'm going to make sure that they're pressed down very good. And I'm going to take my cup outside and I'm going to spray the entire cup with this flat black. And I'm going to kind of squirt some of this white on it and kind of splotch it on there just to give a little bit of dimension, because we are going to be doing the Tack It method. I'm going to use just plain Tack It over and over, and I'm going to put a very generous amount. I'm going to try to make sure that I get all of my lines nice and smooth. I'm going to set this aside, let it dry, and get ready for the next step. For my glitter choice, I'm going to use the Glitter Guy Karen, because there's almost not any better glitter to use on the Tack It method. And I'm going to go full coverage, top to bottom and side to side. Now you know that your Tack It glue is ready to be used whenever it is nice and shiny and clear, but it is still sticky. So I'm going to go, like I said, full coverage, top to bottom, side to side, and then we're going to get ready to make this nice and shiny. So now you want to take your 2 fingers, a paper towel, whatever your favorite method is, and you want to burnish this glitter down. So you are laying the glitter flat and you're kind of almost giving it a polished look. And you want to go all over the cup like that. And this is going to bring out that super high glossy shininess to it. Now, if we were to use a true holographic, you'd be able to see the rainbow through there. But Karen is not truly holographic. So all you do is see that massive reflection of every bit of light that hits every bit of that glitter. And that's what we're going for. You know you are done laying all that glitter flat when the entire cup is very smooth and all of it is reflective. So once we get that done, we're going to go in and just peel off all of those swirly flourishes that we laid down, and we're going to go one by one and peel them all up. And then we're going to get ready for the next step. Once I get all of my vinyl up, I am going to lay down a layer of epoxy, do a light sanding, and I'm going to move on to the outlines. Now for the outlines, like I have said before in previous videos, I go in and use the exact same cut file as the original design, and I do an offset of 0.40 and an inset of 0.40, and that gives you just a little bit thicker outline to give you a little bit of play and a little bit of wiggle room. Now, I am sure that there are probably easier ways to lay this down. I wanted to do it in one solid piece, and I wanted to be able to move these outlines around to sit perfectly at the edge of my swirls. You have a better way to do it. You do it whatever way is easiest for you. Is this easy? Absolutely not. Does it finish the cup? Absolutely it does. So I'm going to go one by one, and we're not going to show all that in this video because this would be a 45-minute video. But we're going to go one by one with those swirls, and then we're going to move on to the next step. You can see those little dots in my epoxy. Those are fish eyes or divots or whatever you want to call them. I did not prep this cup like I normally do. So I did not sand the actual cup. I just wiped it down real good with some rubbing alcohol before I started any of this process. And I did not sand it because I wanted that shine from the colors that are on the cup. I didn't want to disturb the colors at all. So I didn't sand it. I just went in and just full send went on with the cup. So whenever that happens, you're going to get these little divots because you don't have anything for that to kind of adhere to. So in order to combat that, you are going to have to do a good bit of sanding, and you're probably going to have to do a layer or two of extra of epoxy. But by the end of the project, you're not going to notice them, and it's all going to blend flawlessly. It was areas like this that made me think that if I pull all of this outline off in one solid piece, that it's going to be easier to manipulate. Now, do you get a bird's nest? Do you have to be extra careful? Of course you do. Like I said, this part is not easy. It is very tedious. But if I need to, I can go around and manipulate this line a lot better than I can if I do it in bits and pieces. Do I have to go in and cut some of it? Yes. Does it lay perfect in every spot? Absolutely not. But what matters is that I'm going in, I'm trying, and I'm making it my own. Is it perfect? No. Does it look good to the eye? Yes. You want to go for something that is nice and cohesive and balanced. You are not going for perfection. This is handmade art. You just need to love what you're doing. So now that we have spent what seems like 42 hours on outlines, I'm for sure going to go in with 2 layers of polycrylic, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that none of that vinyl sticks up. And once these 2 layers of polycrylic dry, I'm going to epoxy this until smooth. And here we go. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.